Kids always ask the wildest questions, don't they? Why doesn't the moon fall down, they wonder. Well, kiddo, it's all about gravity and speed. Pretty cool science. But imagine if that science failed. Picture yourself on Santa Monica Beach, Los Angeles, summer 2025. The sky's clear, but something's off. The moon looks bigger, brighter, closer than ever. It's no longer a gentle glow but a massive rock hanging overhead. You could almost reach out and touch it. Waves surge unnaturally, swallowing chairs and tents. Your phone buzzes with an emergency alert. The moon is approaching Earth. Evacuate coastal areas now. Your heart pounds. This isn't a movie. This is real. In the next 6 months, the world changes forever. The moon, weighing 7.34 foreign 1022 kg, spirals toward Earth. Tsunamis hundreds of meters high will follow. Earthquakes will tear continents apart. The sky will burn red like the end of days. Cities like New York, Miami, Tokyo, and Mumbai will drown. Agriculture will collapse. Food will vanish. Humanity will stand on the brink of extinction. At 18,000 kilometers, the moon hits the Roche limit. It shatters, becoming a cosmic hailstorm. A radiant but deadly ring forms around Earth. Half the world's population will be gone. Survivors will see a sky without a moon. Only glittering fragments will remain. They're a reminder of our planet's fragility. Ever wonder what you'd do with 6 months left? Flee to the Appalachians or Rockies, safe from tsunamis? Join NASA's crazy plan to blow up the moon? Or just hold your family watching the sky? This isn't just sci-fi. It's a warning rooted in real physics. It's a call to think about our place in the cosmos. Here's a fact to blow your mind. The moon's 384,400 kilometers away, moving at 1 km indoors. That keeps it in perfect balance. A 10% speed drop, and it falls in weeks. Tidal forces scale with distance cubed. At 200,000 kilometers, 50-meter tsunamis hit. The Roche limit at 18,000 kilometers is the breaking point. Fragments will crash like the dinosaur killer 66 million years ago. Volcanic ash could trigger a nuclear winter. Temperatures could drop 10 degrees for months. Ready for humanity's final 6 months? Keep reading to see the disaster unfold. From Miami's first tsunamis to Nevada's final sky. Share this with friends. Talk on X at @GrokOfficial. How would you face doomsday? Think about protecting our planet. Don't just read, act, imagine, live like it's your last 6 months. Why doesn't the moon fall to Earth? Kids love asking, why doesn't the moon fall, don't they? It's a question that sparks scientific wonder. At NASA's Houston office, scientists study the moon daily. It's not just a sky symbol, but vital to Earth's ecosystem. The moon's 384,400 kilometers away, moving at 1 km indoors. This creates a near-perfect circular orbit. Earth's gravity pulls the moon, but its speed fights back. That's centrifugal force keeping it in dynamic balance. Imagine throwing a baseball so fast it orbits Earth. The moon does that, but on a cosmic scale. It weighs 7.34 bars and 1022 kg on 81 of Earth's mass. Its orbit takes 27.3 days to complete one loop. It's a cosmic dance billions of years old. The moon doesn't just float, it stabilizes Earth's axis. This keeps seasons steady, from California summers to Alaska winters. It also controls tides, impacting marine life and fishing. Tides now create 1 to 2 meter waves on coasts like San Francisco. Without the moon, Earth's climate would spiral into chaos. Tidal forces scale inversely with distance cubed. A 10% closer moon boosts tides by 33%. That's enough to flood coastal cities. Think of the moon as a cosmic dancer. It spins around Earth, balanced by speed and gravity. What if this dance gets disrupted? That's the question leading to what's next. What makes the moon fall? Kids might ask, what if the moon just falls? That's a wild question, but science has answers. To make the moon fall, its perfect orbit must break. It seems impossible, but the universe has tricks. In our story, a rare cosmic event hits in January 2025. A supernova 100 light-years away sends shockwaves. These disrupt the moon's orbit, slowing it down. Its speed drops from 1 km to 0.9 km. That small change breaks its balance. It's not a meteor crash causing this. A meteor big enough would need to be huge. It'd cause its own disaster first. Instead, supernova shockwaves are the cosmic culprit. Arizona observatories spot this instantly. The moon doesn't plummet. It shifts to an elliptical orbit. Each loop brings it closer to Earth. In weeks, it's down from 384,400 kilometers to 300,000 kilometers. Gravity grows stronger, wreaking havoc below. In Washington, D.C., the U.S. government scrambles. Scientists at MIT and Caltech debate solutions. Some propose nuclear rockets to nudge the moon back. But that needs 1029 joules of energy. That's billions of times all Earth's nukes combined. Others suggest drilling the moon to plant bombs, but success odds are under 5%. The elliptical orbit swings the moon near and far. It keeps speeding up as it nears. At under 50,000 kilometers, air friction slows it more. This speeds up the inevitable crash. These orbital shifts start a global catastrophe. Let's explore the next 6 months of humanity's fall. 6 months before doomsday. Kids might ask, what if the moon gets too close? That's a scary thought, but science shows us how it unfolds. In January 2025, Miami, Florida feels the moon's approach, and it's now 300,000 kilometers away, 20% closer than usual. Tidal forces surge by 33%, triggering chaos. Tsunamis, 5-10 meters high, hit the U.S. East Coast. Miami Beach drowns, Art Deco hotels collapse. Thousands flee in panic. In New York, subways flood, forcing evacuations. Boston declares a state of emergency. Globally, coastal cities like London and Sydney suffer too. Ho Chi Minh City faces similar devastation. Over 500 million people evacuate worldwide. Tsunamis pack the power of 100,000 tons of TNT. Coastal infrastructure crumbles in hours. In D.C., the president meets with NASA and FEMA. No clear solution emerges. On X, odd moonfall trends with millions of posts. Videos show tsunamis in Malibu. Conspiracy theories about doomsday spread. Scientists predict the moon hits 200,000 kilometers by March. Tides will triple in strength. Ports like Los Angeles and Rotterdam shut down. Global supply chains grind to a halt. Food prices skyrocket in the U.S. Riots erupt in Chicago and Atlanta. India and Bangladesh lose millions of homes. A humanitarian crisis unfolds. The moon, larger and brighter, fuels fear. Religious and doomsday movements surge globally. By February, chaos is just the start. The moon keeps closing in, worsening Earth's plight. Humanity braces for a fight to survive. By March, San Francisco feels the moon at 150,000 kilometers. Tidal forces surge 17 times normal levels. Earthquakes rock the Pacific Ring of Fire. The San Andreas Fault triggers an 8.5 quake. The Bay Area is devastated, thousands die. Yellowstone's volcano erupts, spewing ash. Global temperatures drop by 2 degrees. Minnesota's spring turns to bitter winter. Volcanic ash spreads from Europe to Asia. It causes a year without summer, like 1815's Tambora. Crops fail in the US, Midwest, and Ukraine. Food prices soar beyond reach. The moon, 2.5 times larger, sparks panic. In Nevada, cults call it Judgment Day. They hold mass prayer vigils. NASA plans a bold nuclear rocket launch. It aims to shift the moon's orbit. Scientists admit only a 5% success chance. Marine ecosystems collapse globally. Whales and sea life die in droves. This disrupts the global food chain. China and Russia vie for Siberia's resources. Geopolitical tensions skyrocket. By April, nature's punishment intensifies. Volcanic ash drops global temperatures by 3 degrees more. Tides trigger more volcanoes, like Vesuvius and Fuji. The sky turns red from dust and sulfur. It feels like a biblical apocalypse. Humanity now fights nature and itself. In May, the Rockies shelter survivors. The moon's at 50,000 kilometers, tides 470 times stronger. Half the Earth drowns in 200-meter tsunamis. Florida to Brazil, civilization vanishes. The other half dries up. Rivers like the Mississippi vanish. Volcanic ash darkens the sky. Only the moon's red glow remains. The moon, 7 times larger, blocks most of the sky. Global agriculture collapses entirely. Iowa's cornfields die from no sunlight. U.S. supermarkets are looted bare. Martial law fails to stop the chaos. Wars break out in the Middle East and Africa. Sunlight loss kills 80% of crops in 2 months. Paris and Berlin descend into anarchy. Africa faces its worst famine ever. The moon, a giant shadow, signals despair. The real disaster looms as it nears the breaking point. In June, the Grand Canyon hosts survivors. The moon hits the Roche limit at 18,000 kilometers. Earth's tides tear it apart. It breaks into billions of pieces from sand to boulders. Large chunks, 1 to 10 kilometer wide, crash down. They cause shockwaves and global fires. A huge fragment hits the Pacific Ocean. It triggers a 1 kilometer high tsunami. The northwest US and much of Asia vanish. Survivors in Colorado bunkers look up. A temporary ring forms, like Saturn's. Hope fades as fragments keep falling. Each impact equals 10-15 tons of TNT. That's 1,000,000 times the largest nuke. Earth's surface burns, cities and forests gone. The ring lasts only a few years. Fragments fall, leaving a barren planet. Survivors huddle in darkness, moonless sky above. Glittering fragments remind them of humanity's fragility. Yet in the ruins, a spark of hope glimmers, a sign of new life, a chance to rebuild.